Hello, hello, hello. How we doing, chat? How we doing? How we doing, chat? Hello, welcome. Welcome on in. How are we? Are we ready for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring? It is race day. It is race day at the Red Bull Ring, chat. How are we? There never should have been single flags. Chat, we're going to talk about Russell's pole, don't worry. We're going to talk about Russell's pole. Don't worry, we're going to let people get in here. We're going to be talking. We've got a lot to talk about in today's show. We're going to talk about qualifying. We're going to talk about Max's crash, what happened, what is going to happen now. And we are going to be talking about Russell's controversial pole position. Don't you worry. Welcome on in, everyone. How are you doing today? Thoughts on Red Bull's pace? Don't worry, we'll talk about that. But I'm liking it. I'm liking Red Bull's pace. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Jonah, welcome. Solov won the F2 race. I did hear about that. I did indeed hear about that. How we doing? Hello? Austrian Grand Prix predictions? Oh, we got a lot to talk about before we get to the predictions, chat. We got a lot to talk about before the predictions. Chat, we're going to start with qualifying as a whole. We're going to talk about Q1. We're going to talk about Q2. We're going to talk about Q3. We're going to talk about D3 and Russell's pole. I don't know. What about Russell's pole? I don't know what the you mean Russell's pole. How we doing, chat? TikTok, I'm going to put the link in my bio so you guys can come straight over to the purple app where you can see all the stuff we're talking about. Don't you worry. Let me just chuck it in now. Let me chuck it in right now for you, TikTok. Twitch.tv. All right, TikTok, click the link in my bio. Come on over to the Twitch. That is where everything is happening. You're going to be able to see all the stuff we're talking about. It's pretty big. You're also going to see the chat. You're going to be able to see the chat. Max crash, never in my 2026 bingo card. Well, it wasn't his fault. So if you're talking about crashes at Max's fault, he still hasn't had a crash that's his fault. Because Australia was an issue with the car, and now that one was also an issue with the car. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what happened. We're going to talk about what happened in the car. I'll give you a hint. It's not good, but it is fixed now. The car is all fixed. And that's all that really matters, chat. That is all that really matters. How we doing? Charles Leclerc should be on pole? Everyone's got an opinion. Do you think Max we start? I don't think Max could have had pole. No. We're going to bloody talk about it. Thank you for the follow. Liar, I appreciate it. And Thorg, thank you for the follows. Thorg, man. Appreciate that. Welcome on in. Thank you, Rudash. Thank you for coming over to the Twitch chat. All right, chat. Let's start with Q1. Because that's we do things in order here, chat. Or we can start with FP3 technically, but I don't care about FP3. Let's talk about Q1. Q1 yesterday, chat, was very interesting. Okay? Q1 was interesting. Aston Martin, first off, were a second behind Cadillac. Aston Martin were a second behind Cadillac. I'm not muted anymore. I can see. Someone press the mute button. Aston Martin were a second behind Cadillac. That is insane. Cadillac is 1 second faster. Then we had we had both Aston Martins out of Q1, which was expected. We had both Cadillacs out of Q1, which is also expected, but we also had both Williams out again, chat. I think Williams has a problem that they're not... I don't know what's going on with Williams. Like, we know their car is shit. We know that, but it's not that bad. Williams shouldn't be going out in Q1. Putting the ass in Aston Martin. Can we frame that? Can I get that on a mouse pad? Like... Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz do not deserve them. Williams don't deserve them. Chat, Williams don't deserve them. They should not be with the Aston Martins. Williams should be pushing Q3. Williams should be challenging Q3. Instead, they're out in Q1, right? Shouldn't be happening. Should not be happening. Also, can someone tell me how the 24 hours of Spa is going? Let me find out. 24 hours of Spa current. Who's winning that at the moment, chat? Disaster for McLaren and Ferrari. Who's winning Spa at the moment? Who's winning Spa? Someone went to the Spa for 24 hours? Yeah, they did, bro. Okay, currently winning. How do I see the leaderboard? I don't know how to see the leaderboard. Anyway, why does Williams never bring updates? I don't know, exactly. I don't know why Williams aren't bringing updates. I don't know why. Crazy. The city lights. Yes, so we'll talk about that. Now, Q2. We were sitting there. I was with all my mates. We were watching Q2. Why didn't Verstappen go out? Our in P1? Let's go. Why didn't Verstappen go out a second time in Q2? What happened there? Verstappen almost got eliminated by Gasly. Verstappen survived by 40 milliseconds. 40 milliseconds. That is insane. So an hour ago, chat. Lizard. The other Mercedes was winning, not car 3. The other Mercedes was winning. Yeah, 48. Where's our fun car 3? How's car 3 going? We're getting there. So Q2. Who went out in Q2? Formula 1. So out in Q2 was Ocon, which we expect, Nico Hulkenberg, Oliver Behrman, Gabriel Bortoleto, Pierre Gasly. No, Gasly made it in. No, he didn't. He was 11th. Look, I don't think both Audis should be there. I don't think both Audis should be out of Q2. I also think Pierre probably could have made it into Q3, but got extremely unlucky, and Verstappen got very lucky. Okay, can we get a hard agree that 2 Audis should not... Like, I think at least 1 Audi should be in Q3, sorry. However, both Racing Bulls, like all 4 Red Bulls in Q3 is insane. All 3 Red Bulls in Q3, all 4 Red Bulls in Q3 is great. We're doing well. We are doing well, boys. Agree. Awesome. Agree. Okay. Now, Q3. Before we get to Russell's poll, because I'm going to explain what happened with Russell's poll. I'm going to pull up, let me see if I can pull up the timings of Russell's poll. Because this is where everything gets a little bit interesting. Before we get to Russell's poll, okay? Hamilton didn't set a banker lap. He should have. And the team screwed him over again. The Ferrari strategy is going terrible. Where are you? There you are. Then 3 daughters. Yes, there you are. I'm gonna marry the woman. All right, there you go, Frazier. Let me know when there's another person in there. All right. Hamilton got, again, screwed over by the Ferrari strategy. He should not have been screwed over by the Ferrari strategy. He didn't have enough fuel in his car to do a second lap. What happened there? Why? Why did he not have the fuel? Right? He should have had the fuel. Yeah, 60 years. You know what I mean? So, here. This, all right, we're going to talk about it. Chat. We're going to talk about it. All right, Russell's poll. This is why I think Kimi Antonelli This is why I think Kimi Antonelli stopped. Okay, and this is why I think Russell got away with it. All right? So, who said his lap first? Who set the lap first? I'm trying to work this out. Can I get the driver map up? Track map. All right, chat. Okay. So, this is why Antonelli lifted off. Ready? Watch everything. Watch everything, chat. Watch everything. So, Verstappen is here. Verstappen is at turn 5. Antonelli is directly behind him. Russell is here. All right? All right, we're a little bit behind. Okay, so Verstappen goes into the wall. Verstappen goes into the wall at turn 9. So he's in the wall now. Right now, he is in the wall. Antonelli is coming up on that. He sees all of the dust. Okay? Yellow flag comes out. Antonelli makes a mistake, right? Keep an eye on this. Antonelli makes a mistake. Yes, all right? Russell is now coming. Russell is now approaching. He lifts, and he's still going faster. That's a whole different story, right? But then, at 20 seconds, chat. It took 20 seconds. Russell has gotten... Where did it come through? 145. The second Russell leaves the sector, double yellow flag comes out. Right? And this is why everyone is confused about what happened. This is why everyone is confused. Because then, another 10 seconds, not even, 8 seconds later, it goes back to a yellow flag. So it went yellow, double yellow, and then there's a yellow in Sector 14. This is what has confused people. This is multi-viewer. This is what has confused people. Double yellow flag is prepared, like slow down significantly and prepare to stop. That's what that means. So a double yellow flag instantly deletes all lap times, right? Now, FIA documents. 1 second, chat. Now, if we pull up the FIA documents, this is where... So first off, this is a fault of race control. Race control should not have taken 20 seconds to call a double yellow at a crashed car. That should be almost immediate. And Verstappen said this. Now, if we go to deleted lap times double yellow. Let me pull up this document. Let me pull up the document. This is what else has gotten people confused. So, the double yellow, from 1745 onwards, all of their lap times get deleted because there's a double yellow flag, it automatically gets deleted. Everyone is here except for 2 people, except Verstappen, obviously, because he crashed, right? Because he crashed, of course. Russell's time is here. Double yellow, 145. Everything from 145. 142. 145. Double yellow flag. Russell's lap time had not been set, which is why people are like, hang on a second, Russell's lap time was set before 145. Why wasn't it deleted? Why wasn't it deleted with everyone else's? That is why people are confused. That is why people are confused. No, Verstappen was not going to get pole. I don't think Verstappen was going to get pole. I think Verstappen would have ended up P3. It would have been another Mercedes lockout. That's what I think would have happened. That's what I think would have happened. All right, let me close all my data. Okay, so that is why we're clearing up Russell's pole. Now, the other issue with that is Russell entered a yellow flag zone at 280 kilometers per hour. That is incredibly fast. That is incredibly fast for a yellow flag zone. That is a crazy fast speed for a yellow flag zone. Way too fast. But the yellow flag rule is you just have to lift. Now, in any other regulations, lifting would have caused a much quicker speed decrease because you got the MGUK, you got the MGUH, right? Now that isn't the case. The car, basically lifting, even if it was 100 meters earlier, you still have to lift on that turn anyway. So that is why people are like, he shouldn't get pole, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole thing. The stewards have said there's no further investigation. He did lift, which is exactly what the regulations require him to do. So that is why he's on pole position. All right, next, Max's crash. Max crashed his car. What happens now? Max has a new chassis. So, I'm going to have a drink. Lap time if there wasn't a liftoff, would have been a little bit faster. Okay. So, Max has a new chassis. Red Bull have brought an entirely new chassis because they didn't... It was so damaged. It was so damaged that they didn't want to try and fix it. There was no points. They've got a whole new chassis. That doesn't break Parc Fermé. I made a video on this. It's because they damaged the car in a session. They're allowed to replace it with something after the what is it? They're allowed to replace it with something of the same specification. You don't like Russell, but he's right here. Exactly. It should have been a double yellow. Yes. The fault is on race control. It is race control's fault. Riv Skiz version. All right, hang on. Where's my... I need them to type in chat. I can't do anything until they type in chat. Oh my god, it's going so fast. What's Parc Fermé? So Parc Fermé is French for closed park. Hi, chat. Oh my god. Oh, dude. TikTok morning sucks. Oh, there it is. Found it. I got it. So Parc Fermé means closed park. So once a car leaves a garage for qualifying, they can no longer touch the car in certain... So they can't change, like, the height of the ride. They can't change the... Oh, what else can't they? There's a whole bunch of things they can't change. They can drain liquids and then replace them with the exact same liquid. They can make small adjustments to the car's, like, tire pressure and small adjustments to the car's wing. But they can't make massive setup changes. They can't take the rear wing off and put a new one on. They're not allowed to do that. The only time they're allowed to make larger changes under Parc Fermé, your song request earlier? No, I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Yes, I see it. The only time you're allowed to make large changes, this is new, under the new regulations, if there is a large chance of rain at the race. So if qualifying was dry or wet, and then at the race it is the opposite, then they can make changes to the car as long as the FIA put out a statement. So the FIA put out a document to say they can. Okay, so Max will start 5th. There's no changes there. Max will start 5th. Nothing's wrong with that. That's all good. All right, there you go. Bam, it is playing next. Whew. Okay. Yes. What else do we need to talk about? Predictions. What do I think of Red Bull's package? I think Red Bull's package has been strong in qualifying. We'll have to see how they go in the race pace. I think going into turn 1, I think Ferrari is going to struggle. I don't think Leclerc or Hamilton will be able to get ahead of Russell, and that is simply because Ferrari's small turbo is going to struggle up the hill because turn 1 is a bit of a hill, It's not a big hill. It's not like Coda, but it is a hill. So I think they're going to they are going to struggle specifically there. So I don't think they'll get ahead. If Red Bull can get off the mark, then they'll hold position. I think Verstappen will hold position if Red Bull can get off. But we know Red Bull has had some trouble getting off the line, so it's a bit interesting. I think Verstappen, realistically, is faster than the McLarens. I don't think he's faster than the Ferraris. I think he's on par. I think he's close. I don't think he's faster. And he's nowhere near the Mercedes. So I think he's fighting for a podium. He could be fighting for a podium if maybe something happens. It's probably going to be the same as quali. I think the results will be very similar. Any comment on Max's crash? I just did that, yeah. Max will be fine. He's starting P3 at P5. It's going to be standard. If he can get a good start, he should hold position. I can't see anyone. I can't see the McLarens. What's the starting grid? What's the starting grid? So the starting grid, provisional starting grid. So starting grid, now pole is on the left because that means they get the outside of turn 1. So Verstappen is starting on the left. He's starting on the outside behind Hamilton. So he shouldn't have any issues of cars stopping in front of him, which is good. Hopefully he gets off the line. But I can't see Lando passing him. I can't see Lando being faster than Verstappen. Saved a set of softs? Yes. Did he? Did he save a set of softs? Yes, he did. Yes, Max has a set of softs. It's probably going to be a 2-stop race again, similar to Barcelona, Austria, Spielberg, weather. And the weather on Sunday, chat, is thunderstorms at 5 p.m., but the race will be over by then. But it's going to be 33 degrees. Hey, what's time in Austria now? Oh, actually, hang on. Midnight AED to AEST to Austria time. Hang on. Oh, actually, we could get rain. Chat, there is currently a 15% chance we get rain. Thunderstorms. 15% chance we get thunderstorms. No, I don't watch the F2. So that's the current stuff there. 15% chance we get thunderstorms. So if it rains, it could be interesting. Gasly P6. I don't think Gasly's faster than the McLarens. I think Liam and Arvid will be top 10. I think Racing Bulls are probably the strongest in the midfield. Europe Thunder and Lightning was crazy last night. Yo, thank you for the 10 bits. JW, thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. So Verstappen, Hamilton, Lando if it rains? Yeah, pretty much. It'll be interesting. Do you see Mercedes and Audi breach curfew on Friday? Yes, there's no problems with that. So each team's allowed to breach curfew, I want to say 2 or 3 times. And that's fine. Stroll will take out half the field? No, what do you mean? Stroll's a god when it comes to rain. Dawn's on Leclerc, I think he's unlucky to miss out on pole. But I think he's got some good pace today. I think he showed some good pace yesterday. If it rains, Max wins. Yeah, good chance. Good shout. Leclerc's therapist just bought a new yacht. Who's going to win? I think probably Russell. How do you feel streaming at 8:22 p.m.? I like streaming at 8:22 p.m. How is Leclerc's Barcelona Q3 crash? I mean, exactly. So what I think has happened, I think the race control has made an error. I think it absolutely should have been at minimum double yellow flags right away. Maybe a red flag, but I think calling it a single yellow flag is just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Next checks for the ADUO. I want to say round 12. ADUO. I don't remember. I think it's 6 to 11. Monaco to Hungary. So after Hungary. The second. So after Hungary is when we'll get it. And then third period is until round 18, which is Netherlands to Mexico. So Hungary and Mexico are the last two. They're the last two. Chad, is cold in here again. Oh, my Lord. You think Kimmy will win? No, I can't see Kimmy getting up the field. I think that's the issue. Kimmy has the Red Bull. No, not the Red Bull. Kimmy's got... Ow! Kimmy has both Ferraris. Something about Solov. He's not getting a seat next year. Kimmy has the 2 Ferraris ahead of him, and I think that's going to make it really hard. What Ferrari's tyre be on? I don't know. That's a tough one. I will pull up the current strategies, though. So, chat, the strategies... I'm sure we have it. Yep. So, the strategies for the Austrian Grand Prix, currently. So, there are 3 strategies. They're all 2 stops. It is most likely going to be a 2-stop strategy. So, strategy 1 is we run mediums until and then pit between laps 17 and 24. Then you run a hard, and then you swap between 44 and 52, and then you end on a hard. Strategy 2 is we run a medium to start until 18 to 24, so a lap later. Run a hard, and then pit between 44 and 50, and run a medium to end. So your second medium stint will be a little longer than the hard stint in strategy 1. Or strategy 3 is we run soft until laps 14 to 20, mediums 39 to 45, and then hards. Those are the 3 strategies. So who has tyres? Let's look at who has tyres. I'll pull that up on the big screen, right? Let me pull up the... Let's see. So here are our strategies. No, that's an ad. So those are our strategies. So none of the top 10 have a fresh set of softs. None. Verstappen has 2 used softs because he crashed. Only 2, not 3. He's got 2 used mediums. And he's got 2 new mediums and 2 fresh hards. The bottom 10 all have a fresh set of softs. Alonso and Stroll have 2, but I mean, honestly, that really doesn't matter. I can't watch the 24 Hours of Spa. I don't have access to it. I don't have a streaming service with it. How do you get the badge again? You've got to watch for 2 hours, or you can gift 1 sub. Chad, if you would like our badges, we have a Austrian Grand Prix badge, which you can gift a sub for, or you can get a Red Bull Ring badge just by watching for 2 hours. Now, if you weren't here from the very, very start, you will not be able to get it. This is our last stream because I don't have KO. I stuffed up the timings. I forgot I can't stream Monday, and I can't change it, unfortunately. So I will be streaming the race recap on Tuesday, but unfortunately, the badge will have expired by then, and I cannot change that. So that is my bad. It's my bad. How do I watch F1? I use Foxtel. I watch on Foxtel. No, it's blocked in my region. It's blocked in my region. So yes, chat, if you want our Austrian Red Bull Ring badges, you have to gift 1 sub, or you have to watch for 2 hours this stream. This stream is only going to be about 2 hours. No, not even. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So if you do not get it, you will have to Africa? Yep. You will have to gift a sub before I end. Predictions for the podium? I think it's going to Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc. Thank you for the follows today, chat. I appreciate it. What am I drinking? Coke Zero. I won't be streaming during the race, chat. Yeah, Silverstone next week. Robert DeHaan won the Porsche Cup. Nice. Do you think Mercedes had problems with their batteries? Yes, they fixed it. So everyone with a Mercedes battery has had it fixed except For Alex Albon, who only has 1 battery change left, so he's not going to waste it. And Lando Norris, who doesn't have any battery changes left. So if he does it, he's going to cop a 5 grid place penalty. So he's probably going to do that at Spa. How's it 24 hours at Spa? I have no idea. Russell's going to crash. I predict he'll get annoyed somehow and then crash, okay? No Merc DNF? No. Maybe a Norris DNF. Would you say Ferrari or Mercedes had the biggest advantage in Austria? Mercedes. Ferrari's turbo small. Ferrari's straight line speed is terrible. George stall out the start. What's up, Taylor? How are you? Who do you think will win the Silverstone GP? Silverstone's another power track. Probably Mercedes. I am nice. That's good. I think the Ferrari 80 UO upgrade did work. I think they are a lot faster. They're still struggling on the straights. Whether that's because of drag or just a small turbo, who knows? Chat, we got an update. Red Bull is currently working on Verstappen's car. He's going to copy that and chuck it in the Discord. Chuck that in the Discord. So I can post it on the Twitter. Let me just upload that to the YouTube, the thingy. TikTok, make sure to click the link in my bio. Join the Twitch. We're chilling over here. You can see everything. I think George might mess up the start. Well, he hasn't messed up the start yet, has he? Has he? I don't think he has. Story. Red Bull on Max car. Credit. Kemal Sengal. There we go. Who will I win? Who do I think will win Austria? Probably Russell. Russell is ridiculously fast around this track. How can you watch a race in Perth? Foxtel or KO? Do I think Max should leave Red Bull? No, I don't think so. I think he's fine as in a Red Bull. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Is that Pirelli again? Yeah. Horner wants Oscar, though. Horner's not at Red Bull anymore. Horner doesn't get a say. Thank you for the heart me. Chat, thank you for all the follows and the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate that, guys. But yeah, TikTok, if you'd like to come over to the Twitch, there's no ads. When you join the Twitch stream, you'll get 1 ad, and then there's no more ads. Do you think Max is going to... wait, what? Do I think Max is going to take Oscar's seat? No. After the summer break? No. I don't think Max will join McLaren. What happened to the Ferrari starts? They're not so fast anymore. They are still fast. It's the issue is everyone else got faster because they changed how the ERS and MGUK work. So if a car is too slow for safety, the MGUK is going to kick in. Am I sometimes sleep revised? Yes. Chat, how is the 24 hours of Spa going? Does anyone know? Chat, Lando Norris says, I think the drivers talk too much. They don't have a Scooby-Doo, as in a clue, when drivers talk about the upgrades and the budget cap. They're not the accountants. Thank you for the 12 community hearts. Bro, what about Red Bull? What about Red Bull? It's Porsche, Mercedes for Spa. Go Porsche! I think Ferrari will have a good fight. Yeah. Do I think Kimi will stay in Mercedes? Yes, absolutely. Kimi is their development driver. They wouldn't let him go. Norris is a bunch of crap? No, I think Norris is right. A lot of drivers are saying that they don't understand how the top teams are bringing upgrades. Bro, they have accountants. I'm sure the accountants have worked it out. Yuki to Haas? Possibly. Said he doesn't want to join a midfield team. No, he said he doesn't belong in the midfield because at the moment Red Bull are struggling. What team do I support? I support a lot of teams. I support Red Bull. I support Mercedes. I like the Ferrari drivers. Yes, George will say it. Mercedes. Toto has confirmed both Mercedes drivers are here to stay. Verstappen might get podium or top 5. Yep. I think Verstappen will be top 5. Yeah. Who do you think will win? Probably Russell. Lewis pole? No. Who do you think will win today? Yeah, probably double DNF for the Mercedes, you think? It depends on the class, though, for Spa. I was just saying overall. I usually just watch the overall because it's the GT3s. Because Spa doesn't have hypercars. Why are the drivers complaining so much about turn 3? So, turn 3, they reintroduced a sausage curb. The little yellow, like, log. That was removed a few years back for safety. Because one car, like, flipped over it. So, yeah. Will Stroll retire? No. Why was Russell's lap not double yellow flags? Because the race control didn't put out double yellow flags. That's race control's fault. Were the McLarens only fast in FP because no one else was pushing? Maybe. There's a good chance. You follow me on all social media? Hey, I appreciate that. Even Facebook? Redeem Tech Sport. Haydos. Haydos, what's your question? Haydos, what's your question? You redeem tech support. Is that your question? Assetto Corsa or iRacing? Is that your tech question? You have Facebook? I do. I have a Facebook page. Jack Buzzer F1. Or Jack Buzzer. Technically not tech, but okay. Is that your question, Haydos? Wait, what is your question for your tech support question? That is, I would prefer Assetto Corsa because I don't want to pay for a monthly subscription. TikTok, consider clicking the link in my bio, watching me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Oh my lord. Do you think Kimmy's getting his streak back? Nah, probably not. I think there's too much competition now. 7 performance upgrades, they're struggling to put a car between P10. Who? Alpine? Subscriptions can be a lot, yeah. Jack, you're so hot. I know I am. How many safety cars? Oh, I reckon we'll probably get at least 1 from the Aston Martin. I reckon we'll get 1. Running in. Been there, done that. Do you think Ferrari has a shot at constructors? Yeah, I think they do. Oh, a red flag? Probably not. Not unless it rains. Not unless it rains. If it is like pouring rain, yes. If it rains, maybe, but I don't think we'll see a red flag. It's very, very rare they red flag a race. Especially one at like the Red Bull Ring where there's so much room. Like it's a permanent circuit. Paul Max crashed on his hot lap? Yeah. 15% is not that bad? No, 15% is not bad, but it is a thunderstorm. So if it rains, it's going to rain. Monaco was highly unusual, but also Monaco is a small circuit. Like if a car hits the wall, they're going to be on the track. Right? Where this is a permanent circuit. So if they go off track and hit a wall, the wall is very far away. So they'll usually just safety car it. Unless the car ends up in the middle of the track. What do I think about George's poll? I mean, he got it. Least favorite circuit on the calendar? Monaco. It's not a good circuit. Do I think Esteban Ocon will get a point? Maybe. He's got a good enough car, I guess. But the top 10 at the moment is just so competitive. I just don't see Haas actually getting there. Is the Discord pin? It is. That's the issue. Will anyone not finish? I'd probably Aston Martin. Probably a Cadillac. They probably won't finish. I don't know why you said guys. It's because you said guys. I don't know why it does that. Bulletproof. If you only knew someone that can make bots. Hey, man. The Stream Elements is fine. Do you think Charles will lead on lap 1? No. I think the small turbo will make it too hard for Charles to get ahead of the Mercedes. Because the first turn is a little high. What's the weather in Austria? Sunny with a chance of thunderstorms. Will you watch the Legends Parade? No, probably not. Open your 10 play account to watch it? To watch what? What are you watching on 10 play? Where do you think Max will go if he goes to McLaren or Mercedes? I mean, if he had to pick one of those, it'd probably be McLaren. But he can't, because he can't go to Mercedes at the moment. The race is at 11 p.m., so in like 2.5 hours. Who will get DNF? Probably a Mercedes, probably an Aston Martin, and probably a Cadillac. Yeah, the race is a 2-stopper, guaranteed. There's no way it's not. If anyone gets through the race on a 1-stop, I'd be ridiculously surprised. Like, it's almost like they would have to literally sit on those tires, just like the tires be gone. Do I think there'll be a did not start? There could be a brake issue because it's so hot, maybe, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's a guaranteed safety car with Aston and on the grid. Power unit failure? Well, Lando still hasn't got a new battery, so it could be Lando or it could be Albon. Max can get a podium, he might struggle. But if his strategy's better than the Ferraris and the Mercedes, yeah, maybe. But it'd be unlikely. Max starts from pits? No. Max starts from P5. Merc DNF? I doubt it. They fixed their battery. Ferrari 1-2? I doubt it. On a power track, I just can't see it happening. Anyone not starting on the grid today? We don't know yet. We don't know. We've got the provisional starting grid. FIA bridged by it. No, I think it was a race control error. I think race control should have immediately put it as a double yellow. Mike Wazowski. Audi 1-2. Dude, Audi are quick. It's just they're not good on qualifying. Hi from Greece. Hello. Chat, I'm going to say this because it's funny. So this is the next video I'm posting after stream. In Greece, they have the World Rally Championship right now. And one of the teams has received a €2,500 fine because on the back of their car, where is it? On the back of their car, it just says last place. That's what it says. That's what it says. It says last place. Yeah, on their rear wing. Like, what a goat. It says it in Spanish, and their argument from the stewards was it's a Mexican saying. That was their argument. Hamilton could win. I don't think Kimi's going to get that far up the grid. I think Kimi's going to struggle fighting the Ferraris, and Russell's just going to fly ahead. Because remember, the Mercedes is a clean air machine. What country do I want to have a Grand Prix? One close to Australia, preferably. Do I think it was fair? Yes. Do I think race control made a mistake? Yes. Kimi was good in Monaco and Barcelona? Yes. But he only overtook Russell there because Russell stuffed up his strategy and they had an issue with the front wing. Yes. 15% chance of rain. Max will start. Max P1, trust. Verstappen 1, thank you for the rose. Am I muted or something, bro? There's a channel point redeem on Twitch where you can mute me for 10 seconds. So viewers can mute me for 10 seconds. Tau curse for Kimmy is real. You want Liam Lawson podium? Yeah, the mic is fine. It's just people are muting me on Twitch. If George didn't, but I wish it was a little... He would have had a few issues, I think. Who do I think the 2027 rookies will be? At this rate, I don't think there will be any. I think, look, chat, the issue is right at the start, Solov's not getting a seat. Racing Bulls guy shut it down. What are we talking about? Yeah, rookies. I don't think any rookies. It's a two-star. Look, because it's hot in Europe, all of the European races pretty much, except for England, because England's never hot, I think they're all going to be strategy-based. They're all going to be probably two-stoppers. They're all going to be very, very heavy on the strategy. So whoever has the best strategy at these races will win. Peak Formula 1 season would be no rookies, only championship winners. Jesus. Arvid is staying. Arvid was never leaving. Ampvox, thank you for the follow. Which track do I think Max will win? At the look, the Red Bull have another upgrade coming. It's hot in England. What's hot? How hot is it in England right now? How hot is it in England right now? Crystal with a gifted tier 1 sub to Crazy. Thank you for the gifted tier 1. I hope you enjoy your little badge. 24 degrees. 24 degrees is not hot. 24 degrees is not hot. That will not affect the tires. It is currently 37. Oh, was it Crazy gifting the sub? Did I read it completely wrong? No, I didn't. 37 in Austria. 24 degrees will not affect the tires. No, it's not 37 here. Not 37 here. It's like 7 here. It's 37 degrees in Austria right now. That is hot enough to affect the track and affect the cars. Lizard. 24 is not. 24 is like a normal day. So the UK will not have an issue with tire degradation. It's 3 where you are. Well, okay, what actually is it where I am? What actually is it? Let me find out. It's 11 degrees. Grace XOOXO, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in to the paddock. TikTok, consider clicking the link in my bio. Joining, is it still a heat hazard? Yes, heat hazard gets called for the weekend. So as soon as a heat hazard is called for, it is called for qualifying and the race. Except trains. If it's a sprint weekend, they can call them separately. Hype train, chat. Why have we got a hype train? Why is there a hype train? It's 5 degrees. Oh my god. 9 degrees where you are? Oh my lord. If all the cars were equal, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc. The next Red Bull upgrade is later in the European leg. I would say at the end of the I'd say probably end of the European leg or late middle. Verstappen joining Merc or McLaren. If he's going to join one of them, it'll be McLaren. Merc have a full... They're not getting rid of their drivers. They've said that. Franco? No. I think the top 10 is just so competitive right now. Unless there's some DNFs, no. What are your predictions for today? Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc. Do I think this is the last year of Max and Fernando? No. No, Max has said he's staying because the engine change is shifting closer to 60-40, which is, thank God, this 50-50 is bullshit. Like, it's shit. Just the cars don't work. And Fernando said he'll do another season. How did Max crash? The rear wing. They had an issue with the rear wing. I think Max and Oscar would swap teams. That would be the ideal scenario for them, yes. The Red Bull upgrade has worked perfectly. It's worked exactly as they expected it to, and even Hadjar got the grips of it after a few practice sessions. What do you think about... Oh, it is a sprint weekend, isn't it? Oh! Shit. Hang on. So what's the timings on that? So, chat, I won't be streaming Friday night next week because I have people coming over. So, it's 1:30 a.m.? Brother! We also won't have a stream Saturday. So, chat, next weekend we're going to be stream light. And that's because of the timings of the race. So I don't stream during races and during qualifying sessions. Stop, that's not bad at all. Yeah, it's bad for me, though. That means at 2:30 a.m. is when I start making my videos. And it takes me about an hour because I got to wait. I have to wait for the highlights to come out. So I won't go to bed until like 3:30, 4 a.m. We will have a stream Sunday. Sunday night, there will be a stream next week. Solov is not getting a seat next year, chat. He will end up at a Red Bull team, but he's not getting it next year. So yeah, chat. Keep an eye out on the Discord. Join the Discord. Keep an eye on the Discord for next week's streams. It's going to be a little iffy. It's going to be a little bit iffy. And then I got a friend in Melbourne. Cool. No, he wouldn't have been Paul. He wouldn't have gotten Paul. 3 a.m. for you next week? Oh, boy. For people in India, it will be hell in the last sector, especially for students. What does that even mean? Yeah, Australia suffers with times. Solov is either going to go to VCARB if Lawson leaves, or he'll go to Red Bull if Hadjar... No, they won't put a rookie in Red Bull. Lawson's not leaving. Lawson's doing fantastically. He's not leaving. Oh, races-wise. If I could meet 2 current drivers you haven't met, who would it be? I would like to meet Max Verstappen, and I'd like to meet Oscar Piastri. I've met Lawson, and I've met Hadjar so far. Chat, we're in that level 1 hype train. It's going. TikTok, if you'd like to join the Twitch, click that link in my bio. Come and join. You'll get 1 ad, and then there's no more ads. You'll get 1 ad when you join, but there will be no more ads after that. Racing Bulls to overtake Alpine was the best for the rest. Lawson looks like a sweetheart. Lawson's awesome. We had a good chat. We were all chatting with him. Is there a chance to beat Mercedes if Ferrari does a good pit stop strategy? If Mercedes would have to mess up their pit stop strategy. You're looking at the hoodies the other day? Oh, really? How much do I get paid from F1? I don't get paid from anything. I don't get paid anything for F1. Chat, all my money comes from brands paying me to make them videos, and you guys subscribing to my Patreon. Join my Patreon. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Invalid credentials. What? For some reason, I can't send messages to my YouTube chat anymore, so whatever. Join the Patreon chat. I don't get paid. I didn't do anything for Macca's. Yeah, because none of my... So my YouTube is getting close to monetized, where I'll get paid for views, and Facebook is invite only. TikTok don't pay Australians, neither does Instagram. So I'm just grinding Facebook and I'm grinding YouTube. Facebook's invite only, so I can't really do anything about that, but YouTube, we're getting close. So watch my YouTube videos. Will Hamilton go for a 3-stop again? Hamilton will go for a 3-stop if there's a late safety car. Is Verstappen podium possible? It's possible, yes. I will not be live during the race. Low-key kind of behind currently. What are the podiums? Problems with Aston Martin? Their engine sucks. Yeah, I went to the Australian Grand Prix. Saying for V8s. Yeah, Leclerc. V8s are guaranteed coming 2030. Is a Hamilton win possible? It's possible. Didn't watch quali, came to see what happened. What didn't happen? Red Bull's biggest problem with the RB22 was weight, but now that's fixed. Now it's just focusing on aero. So just engines, not the aero. No, it's probably the aero too, but they're not going to upgrade the aero until the engine comes. But the engine is the biggest problem with Aston Martin. No revised ADUO rankings. ADUO is set. Mercedes is second fastest. Red Bull needs to fix their power unit. Red Bull's power unit's the fastest. Red Bull's ICU is the fastest, and Red Bull's battery deployment's actually pretty solid. Cadillac versus Aston Martin. Cadillac are winning by a second. Think collision will happen in turn 1 or turn 3. Take multiple drivers out? Probably. They're pretty tight turns, so maybe. What upgrades did Red Bull bring to Austria? They brought new side pods, new floor, new inlets, they brought everything. Will you come to Zandvoort? If someone pays for my flights and accommodation, I'll come to Zandvoort. But a brand would have to fly me there because I cannot afford it. Ford cooked? Ford did cook. Charles on pole, not George, holy robbery. Yeah, look, it was race control's fault. Who's winning Austria? Probably Russell. I think it's going to be Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc. That's what I think's happening. Also, chat, I haven't thanked these people, but thank you those people who have joined my Patreon recently. We had 2 new members. You guys are legends. People who are in the Patreon chat, you do get early access to my videos. You get early access to my YouTube videos. And you also get a bunch of perks in the Discord that other people don't get. I think there'll be an incident. How are you not able to get accommodated for an F1 due to content? Because of how far away it is. To fly me to Zandvoort, or pretty much any race in the European League, it's going to cost a fortune because I'm in Australia. Like, they can, like, why got me when they can get a European creator a 40-pound train ride to the place that the race is at, and then just put them in a hotel. For me, it's like $2,000 in flights. No, I'm not going to Silverstone. Mercedes are faster. No, it's not the... Look, Mercedes are fast in the straights, but the Ferrari is just slow on the straights. Would I ever move to Europe? If I was to move to Europe, I would consider moving to Malta, because I'm becoming a Maltese citizen. 2 a.m. for you, you have school the same day? Oofed. Is Track Evo insane in Austria? No, yeah, sort of. It's more that they run a bunch of different races on the same track beforehand. Do you think Ferrari in them... You'd move to Italy? See, I can move and become a citizen of Malta because my family is Maltese. So I can I'm getting my citizenship. So if I want to live in Malta, I can. But it's so far away. Like, all my family and friends are here. And I like Australia. I don't want to leave. Yeah, it sucks that I have to wake up early, but hey, I'm the Aussie F1 guy. I can't be the Aussie F1 guy if I'm not Aussie. Yes, this is a power track. Max on the podium? Probably not, unless something happens. TikTok, click the link in my bio. Join the Twitch. Click the link, join the Twitch. You're going to get 1 ad when you join the Twitch, but then there's not going to be another ad at all. There'll be never another ad. Parade starts in 2 minutes. Yeah, but I can't show it. I don't think I can, at least. Who'll win the Grand Prix? I think Mercedes will win the Grand Prix. My favorite race, I like Spa. I like Zandvoort. I like Imola, but Imola's not in the calendar. And I like Australia. For the new mods, a reminder, the /warn command does exist. It stops them from messaging until they read the warning. Every time we say it, it stay the same as quality. The order mixes up. Look, this track they can overtake on. They can overtake on this track. It's not like Monaco. But I think Hamilton will get ahead of Leclerc. Rebel straps a rocket booster onto the back of Max's car and wins by 40 minutes. Twitch. It's a Twitch thing. How do you give subs? On YouTube, I don't have memberships yet. I'm very close. But if you would like to give subs, you can do it on the Twitch. I'm very, very close to being able to have subs and gifted memberships on YouTube. Unfortunately, not yet. How close am I? I need 300,000 more short views or like a bunch of watch hours. So I'm getting close. I'm getting there. I'll let you guys know when I have super chats and memberships. I really want to get them because I think like you guys would really like memberships and stuff. When's the next open lobbies? Whenever there's not a race. Thoughts on Max's crash? It wasn't his fault. Oh, I think there'll be a safety car. Hello. Can you say what track is Melbourne as an Aussie? This is amazing news. Pondon shows it. Can I show the parade? Because I don't want to get in trouble. Because I know it's live. It's live on YouTube, but like, I don't know if I can. I'd have to message someone. Where do they stream it live on YouTube? Right? All right, let's pull it up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Shown many times. Okay. Because I know Pondon got banned for showing the Nürburgring race. Let's pull it up, chat. Let's pull it up. Help YouTube by answering one question. Sure, I've heard of all of these. There we go, chat. What the hell happened here? Ah! Theater mode. There we go. What are they driving, chat? Chat, what are they driving? What on earth are they driving? They look sick. Russell in his astronaut jacket. Those are sweat jackets. They're sweat jackets. System audio's off? What? Oh, right, because it comes out a different thing. Hang on, let me fix it. There you go. Leclerc! Leclerc! So what are they driving? What are these cars? Does anyone know what these cars are? Let me hide that.
From you yesterday. Are you feeling more confident in the car as you look ahead to the race today?
Yeah, it's going to be a tight race and a hot race.
Gonna be a tight race, chat.
Time management will be a big.
Who got banned for showing the Nürburgring race? Pondon did, because turned out it was geo-locked. So you get banned for like 24 hours or something. It's very unfortunate. Turn off the music? Yeah, I can turn off the music.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have the two cars in front, but at the same time, there are also the two
Two cars in front.
And behind the two.
No audio, too quiet.
So
Can you hear it now, chat?
Good luck today. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah, they look sick. What are they? This isn't the race. This isn't the race. Chat, I'm not watching it. This is the driver parade. Too low? All right, hang on. There you go. Ferrari DNF? I doubt it. Pierre Gasly! This guy is too talkative. Me? KTMs? What is KTMs? The hell are KTMs? Yeah, chat, everyone can watch this on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. I think it's also on Instagram.
Our
Am I getting an ad right now? The hell is this?
P10 on the grid today. It's been a strong show
The hell is
from
this?
the team this weekend. How are you feeling looking ahead to the race? What's possible out there?
What car is that? I have absolutely no idea.
I think it's going to be exciting. There's going to be
Max has a Red Bull?
challenges
Brother,
coming
it's in his
into it.
contract.
There's going to be a lot
Oh,
of depth
KTM
in
is a
the
car
cars.
motor. Oh, it's a KTM? That's what it is?
Yeah, lots of opportunities. Definitely going to get stuck in and try to score some points.
Do you feel that you have the pace amongst your competitors to stay in those points?
I don't think it'll be easy. I think we've seen in the recent events that we're relatively a little bit worse.
What
in
is
the
this
race than
even?
quali.
Okay.
But I think that
TikTok,
we've done a really good
apparently
job
I
to
can't
overcome
show
this weekend, so
this.
I think we'll be all right.
Go well today, Arvid. Thank you.
TikTok, give me the shits. How do I contest that? Let me contest it. It's a KTM Expo. TikTok, come on over. I don't know why. I should be able to react to that. Where's my bloody thing? Appeal. Reproduce content. Literally not. Appeal.
Carlos, it's been a tricky weekend for the team so far, but how are you feeling looking ahead to today, and what are the expectations?
Well, let's see. I think it's going to be a high attrition race, so who knows? Maybe we can.
TikTok, if you'd like to join, if you'd like to watch the driver's parade with us, click the link in my bio until I work out if they're going to free me from this jail.
A bit better for Silverstone.
Well, enjoy your lap around here. Thank you.
Per's about to get Horner in August, yeah. Carlos looked better in red. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Carlos looks better in red. I agree. Why is no one in that one? He's by himself, Chad. He's all lonely. Nico Hülkenberg. I love Nico Hülkenberg, Chad. How long till race start? Race starts in 2 hours. I will not be live for that much longer. We're going to watch this and then probably end. Dun, dun, dun. Who's pinging me? Oh, my lord. Dylan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the driver parade. Yeah, those are KTMs. Nice. Nice. Nico.
Gabby, it was a strong lap
Gabby!
yesterday.
Yeah, we thank you for the
today.
follow.
Just
Appeal
talking
not
about
approved.
How comfortable you're feeling in the car this weekend, and are points on the table today?
Yeah, I think it was a very
Brother, what?
decent lap yesterday.
Hello, Vimby.
I think we extracted what we had. But today is going to be a long race. It's very warm. It's going to be lots of laps. So let's see what we can do.
Thank you very much, Gabby. Go well.
Until 9:13. What time is it? Okay. I hate TikTok, chat. I hate TikTok. Can I get a bloody... Let me message my managers. For tomorrow. Pre-recorded, reproduced. What is it? What am I... because it's TikTok have suspended stuff on my account because they're a pain in the ass. TikTok, if you would like to watch the driver's parade with us, click the link in my bio. Dude, those cars are they quick? Are KTM's quick? I assume they're quick. They look fast. Lando, sit normally, please. Lando, sit normally, please. AV Geek and F1 fan. What team do you support? I like Red Bull. I like lots of teams. KTM bikes are faster. They're in the MotoGP, right? KTM. Sit down, bloody Lando. He's so dangerous. So dangerous. Bad drivers, who's your favorite? I like Max. Oh, look at the marshals, chat. Look at the marshals. There's a safety car. Race start isn't until for 2 hours. Well, you can just spot the umbrella. Yeah, they're a MotoGP team. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Prediction on the podium: Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc. Car faster than the AMR, probably. Hang on, chat. That's really all there is to the driver's parade, isn't there? Cool. Alright, back to chatting. Back to chatting, chat. Get the delayed on the parade. Brother, this is as close as I can get. As close as I can get. Look. As close as I can get. It's literally live. That is live. I can't get any closer than that. That is live. Was it worth the TikTok crash out? No. TikTok, click the link in my bio. Come and join the Twitch. We're so much better over here. They don't ban me for stupid things. Bastards. Stream lagging for anyone else? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. We also show the race on... No. You can't show the race, chat. Can't be showing the race. Get a closer look, get on the road. I agree. Just get on the road. Yeah, just jump straight on the road. Look how slow they go. It's so weird. It's so weird to see them going so slow. I can mute this now and play music again. Grazie, Mario. Who's driving alone? I don't know. I don't know. Mario Isola. There you go. That's who it is. What type of cars are they? They're apparently KTMs. They are apparently KTMs. All right. This is just all it is. They go around in a circle, chat. They go around in a circle. Anyway. It's 9 p.m. right now, yes. Race starts in 2 hours. Yeah, their numbers are on the car. No, I don't think Max will bin it again. Max didn't bin it. Max's car had an issue with the rear. Race prediction of the race start. I think the race start will hold. I think Russell will fly off ahead. And I think the Ferraris will stay together. Oh, maybe Antonelli might get ahead of Leclerc. Oh, of Hamilton, sorry. When is the race for you? It's 5 p.m. For me, it's 11 p.m. What do they do when the cars are done? They put them back. They put them back in their spots. What's the dog's name behind me? That's Bolton. That's Bolton. Bolton. 4 p.m. your time? Wow, Jack, they put them back. Wow. Yeah, they put them back. They just put them back in storage. If Kimmy gets a good start, I reckon he'll contest P2 off the start. Yeah, probably. We need a dog cam? No. If it's around 6 and 9, let me see for you, Crazy. Yes. Azerbaijan, if it happens. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix, because it's been shifted because of their Memorial Day, it'll be at 9 p.m. on the 26th, on a Saturday. So, chat, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's going to be weird. Other than that, I think you're shit out of luck. Oh, no, Vegas is 3 p.m. And so is Brazil. No, not Brazil. Yeah, Vegas is 3 p.m. Yeah, that's all. Race start. Yeah, 3 p.m. race start. Yeah, Azerbaijan race is Saturday. They're giving Max a gun. What? I'm gonna do. What was the date for Azerbaijan? It's like end of September. I don't remember. I had it up. I don't know. But yeah, 26th of September or something. Even they're giving Max a gun. They're just taking photos with him. Yeah, F1's live on TikTok. It's all just a driver parade. There's a race before your HSC. Yeah, F1 streams the driver parade on TikTok. I think Russell will win the race. I think Russell will fly off at the start. I think Hamilton will get ahead of Leclerc, though. VA, because in Australia, the rights go to KO and Stan Sport, I believe. Unless I VPN it, but I don't think that'll work. Yes, the weight, Red Bull weight is at... Can I see it on Foxtel? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I have to watch it on... I have to watch it on KO, but I don't have KO. They fix the Aston Martin? Yes. They're fixing the vibrations. It's pretty much fixed now, though. They're still going to get the engine to be good, though. Subnautica next Sunday? No, it's a race weekend next Sunday. Next Sunday is going to be very iffy on the streams just because of how the schedule's working. I might stream a little bit earlier, though, that week. Just so we get some sort of streams in before the Silverstone races. Do I watch the WEC? It's too hard to watch in Australia. I don't have the streaming services. F1 is live right now with the driver parade, yes. What's up, Dakesh? Doing good. Ethan, how are you? Pinning on the new Ferrari engine. It's working. I think it's working. Can I touch your nose? No. Chat, we're going to be wrapping up soon. We're going to wrap up soon. So if you want your special Austrian Grand Prix badge, you will need to gift a sub before I end stream or watch for 2 hours. But if you haven't been watching today, you unfortunately will not be able to get it.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Yes. No, I won't be late right after the race start. You got your badge? Let's go! Future of Aston Martin has a chance in WCC? I don't know. We're looking at 37 degrees during the race. Got the badge? So on Twitch, there are 2 badges to earn. The Red Bull Ring badge, which is just for watching. You watch for 2 hours, you get the Red Bull Ring badge. On Twitch, if you gift a sub, you get the Austrian Grand Prix 2026 badge. Someone new. Welcome to all the new people in the Twitch. I appreciate you guys. Will Max win Abu Dhabi again? Don't know. See the race start? Any updates on the Ferrari garage? For what? When are they doing their driver parade with that David Coulthard and the OG cars? They did that already. That was on the 26th. Race starts in an hour and 40 minutes. I think George Russell will P1, and then it'll be Hamilton, and then Leclerc, unless Leclerc does what Leclerc does, and then it will be Antonelli. Thank you for the follow, Shizo. I appreciate it. You'll be asleep? No worries. Who do you think wins today? Russell. Do I think Russell deserves pole? Whether or not he deserved it is irrelevant. I mean, he was easily faster than everyone else on track. It was race control's fault it wasn't a double yellow. How do you get the second badge? So the first badge you watch for 2 hours. If you haven't been watching today's stream, you're obviously not going to be able to get it because we're ending soon. The other badge you can get by gifting 1 sub. You have to gift 1 sub on the Twitch. And it's currently 35% off gifted subs, chat. 35% off gifted sub bundles. That's fun. 1 sub, it depends on where you live. If you're in Australia, it's $8.99. I like the RB20 livery. AUD, $8.99 on Twitch. Begging for money? I'm not begging for money. I'm giving you guys a free badge. Yes, $9. Jack, 5 gifters and I Photoshop Jack with Stroll. Excuse me? No. George complaining about how they haven't been the best all season. Osama bin Russell just saying. Jack, do you think Max will start the race today? I think he'll start the race. Everything I know, we say. I think that I found. I think that I found myself a cheerleader. What do you think about Max today? I think he'll come probably top 5. Gasly, Alonso said he was not going Alpine. How do 2 people have the second gifter thing? What do you mean? Arctic Monkeys, 505. Surely you make a Stroll badge next? No. No. Follow me on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Shizo, for the follow. I said that one already. Thank you for joining the Twitch chat. TikTok, click the link in my bio. Join the Twitch chat. You'll be able to see a lot more of the screen. You'll be able to see all the chats on screen. And it's just a nicer watching experience. Father, for Thirdle. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for the follow. Shan, thank you for the follow. Scan, thank you for the follow. The Afqui, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Thank you for joining. What time is it in Australia? 9:22. You tipped Russell? Thanks. Thank you for the TikToks. Ethan, thank you for the roses. Don't even know how to say your name. Phaser. Is it not Phaser? Do you drink Red Bull? I do drink Red Bull. What did you feel at the end of Q2? Oh, dude, Max got so lucky. Max got so lucky. Phaser. Lizard. If the midfield has cars just as strong as the teams, do you think podiums could, as a top? Yes, podiums would be possible. That's the issue. The top teams are so much better than the midfield. Anyone know how to get the badge? So to get the badge, you have to watch for 2 hours, but there's not 2 hours left in this stream, so you won't be able to get that badge, which is the Red Bull Ring badge. But you can get the Austrian Grand Prix badge by gifting 1 sub, or if you're brand new, subscribing for the first time. You can rewatch streams, but that won't count for the badge. All my streams are on my profile. Yes, so had Hamilton until last season. Who has the badges you can see? So Orc Alawamagwa has the Red Bull Ring one, which is the one you watch. And Susi is currently using the Austrian Grand Prix 26 one. Reminder, they are only active in my channel. You can't use them somewhere else. This is a new feature. You like the song? Yeah, I love 505. McLaren's next sponsor? I don't know. Ash, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Physics fun tomorrow, but it's race day? Exactly. Crazy input, but Hadjar P2? I doubt it. Do you think that Williams will catch up? I think Williams is struggling. I don't know. What about Monster Energy? Monster already sponsors McLaren. What do you mean, what? Monster Energy sponsors McLaren. That's a pretty well-known thing. Yeah, Bahrain, yeah. Do you like Alpine? Yeah, I think the Gucci merch is going to be crazy expensive. Chat, I'm going to go pee. I look like Brendan Urie. I get that so often, and you don't even know. Chat, I'm going to go pee. While I'm gone, what is your favorite driver? Drop your favorite driver in the comments while I go pee. Favorite driver, go, 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 go. I'm back. I'm back. The Liam Lawson Masterclass. I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. If George Russell doesn't win, I'll ask out my crush. Everyone clip that. Warrior Christ. I feel like getting... What? Why? I have a drink. I've got my Coke from dinner. Say my way. We're going to watch a driver's parade. Any of the F1 official accounts. So their YouTube, their TikTok, or their Instagram. Go and show us a Red Bull that's in your fridge. I actually don't have a Red Bull in the fridge at the moment. I had one mine today. I put one Red Bull in the fridge intentionally so I don't have more than one a day. Which team is he going? If Max leaves Red Bull, the best one to do is he's most likely at the moment is McLaren. Charles can get P1? Yeah. Local time, what time does it start? 4 p.m. 3 p.m. I want to say 3 or 4 p.m. local time. Watch the Spa while you wait. Who's winning Spa? You're not making it easier for us? No, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do your stupid bingo. Good luck. I have a text message. I don't want some water. I'm fine. On my way. Text message me telling him to go get water. Oh my god. Charlu and Lulu on pole. How can you have 2 people on pole? Where's the doggo? He's still there. He's fast asleep, actually. He's fast asleep. A beautiful thing. Porsche leading Spa. Team Verstappen's down in 40. Did Team Verstappen have issues again? What do you think of Max's Austrian helmet? I like it. I like Max's Austria helmet. Ferrari 1-2 by turn 1. Trust? I don't think so. I can't see the tiny Ferrari turbo working against that hill. Hey, mods, can we please fix the pinned Discord message? Can I give you a Red Bull? No. Zandvoort or Imola? Imola. I'm gonna miss both of those tracks. Charles top on right now. What? How do other people have the voice? On TikTok, it is the top 2 gifters. And anyone over level 10, I believe. I read it wrong? Oh, Proud Charles top on, by the way. So Proud Charles top on right now, by the way. I still don't get it. Bolton in the background? Yeah, right. He's fast asleep. He has not moved. Oh, there you go. He's moved. He's still alive, chat. Hi, Foss. How are you? Favorite F1 race from one season? Ooh. I don't know. That's hard. That's hard. I mean, Abu Dhabi was good. Abu Dhabi 21. No, actually, Interlagos, Verstappen, P17 to win. P17 to win. Who's your favorite F1 driver? I like Verstappen. Favorite night race? Singapore. Singapore. Bring Bolton to the camera? No, I'm not going to disturb him. He's like sleeping. He's sleeping. Who'll be P1? Russell. Potato Ducky, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. What does a smaller turbo do and how does it help Ferrari? So it helps them on the corners. They can get the turbo to max faster, but on a long straight, they're slower because the turbo doesn't have as much power. Why Singapore night races? Because Singapore during the day would be way too hot. Liam Lawson to Merc would go crazy. I don't think Liam Lawson's going to Merc. Camel, thank you for the gifts on TikTok. You absolute legend. I appreciate that. Dictator Sulium? Yes, 100%. How can a person understand physics? They learn about it, usually. Portuguese Grand Prix in Portimao? Yeah, Portimao should be fun. Do I have favorite all-time livery? Vettel's RB7 livery with was it Infinity? Yeah, Infinity. Lewis will win. I don't know, Lewis Hamilton. Shouldn't you be, preparing, not on Twitch? I don't get why there's a race Vegas that late in the year. It's legit when it gets cold. If they didn't like them, they wouldn't have to worry about the cold. Yeah, but then they have to worry about the heat. Bam. So it goes both ways. Yeah, the Infinity Red Bull livery. Yeah. Who do I want to see in F1 from F2? I don't watch F2, so I have no idea. It's race day! Any chance of rain today? Yes, 15% of thunderstorms. Favorite all-time helmet? I don't really pay attention too much to the helmets. Do you miss Rosberg or Danny? Yeah. Yeah, I miss them. Red Bull's Cherry Blossom livery. Yeah, the white ball. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, just the cherry block, and also what's the name? Racing balls don't miss. Racing Bulls Miami was sick. Yeah, I agree. Herta or Solov will get promoted to F1? Yes. I don't think that next year, though. There's no seat for them. What time's that? AEST, 11 p.m. Drivers' Parade is just finished. Who do I have winning? George Russell. What if Red Bull used a Mercedes engine? I don't think they'd ever do that. They've always liked to have their own engines. Solov to Audi? I don't think Audi have got both their drivers contracted. I don't think they'd get rid of them. McLaren don't miss with the special livery either. I think they miss a fair bit. I don't think the 1000 livery was that good. When are you going to end stream? We're going to be ending stream soon. Red Bull spends all their budget on livery, so no comment. Yeah, Racing Bull spends all their budget on livery. It's fine. Wake up for this? Welcome. Yeah, the race is in an hour and 20 minutes, chat. But the McLaren Monaco livery and Chrome Silverstone ones are good. The Monaco one was just 1,000 race livery. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't good, exactly. Camara or Beganovic is going to have Haas get rid of Yoko, not Sonoda. No, I think they'd put Sonoda in over. But they can't. I mean, they can take Beganovic, but no, yeah. I don't give a fuck about you no more. I am the Iceman. You need an RB22 special livery? Yeah, we haven't had one yet. Why does Russell have to exist? Ferrari struggle on the straights. Yeah, Yuki to Haas with the Toyota connection. That's what I think. Hey, Warrior, how are you? I saw this. We've noted you down for this. Camel, thank you for the roses, man. I appreciate that, you legend. The black? Yeah, the black was nice. Camel, thank you for the 23 roses, you legend. Maybe Miata to reserve next season? I don't know who Miata is. Russell's lap should have counted? Yeah, it was the race director's fault. You'd rather Ocon than Yuki? Yeah, I think Ocon's. I think Verstappen will stay at Red Bull. Let's bloody talk about it. My podium prediction is my podium prediction is Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc. I think Hamilton's going to jump Leclerc. No, I mean, I like Max's 3. You would never talk about me before you left. Favorite team management style? Team management style. I don't know. What a Max, how did it crash? Rear wing issue. Corey Duffy, thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. There's a rear wing issue. Kimmy might be track limits. Yeah, honestly, that's Kimmy's biggest worry, especially on turn 3 where there's a sausage curb. Haha, sausage. They say it's a curse for 3? No. Hope there's a Merc DNF. There might be. I don't know, though. They fixed their thingy. Should George's lap be invalidated? No, based on the race director's... I think the race control messed up. I think the race control should have had a double wave yellow immediately. Do they ever go to other teams beside Red Bull? Yeah, sometimes. I mean, Gasly has gone to Alpine. Perez is in Cadillac. No, I don't stream the race. I take notes. I watch the race outside. I take notes on my laptop, and then as soon as it's over, I start making my video. And I get my video out ASAP. Do I think Lando or Oscar get a podium? Yes. Not this week. I don't think they'll get it back for Max, but after their second upgrade in the European leg, I think they'll be able to get a podium. More podiums. We're going to stop streaming soon. I would like Sepeng to bring back. We don't know what race they're bringing the upgrades in. Do you think Rebels will get a win this year? I don't know. Maybe. 20 more minutes? Yeah, we'll probably end... What time does the... I want to go to the shops before the race. I want to get some chips for the race. Closes at 11. All right, we'll do 20 more minutes. Yes, the upgrade package should be bigger. Or it's not as big, but close. Who do I want to win the championship? I don't know. I'm pretty easy. I don't really care who wins the championship. If it's not Max, I mean, I'd love Max to win every championship, but I mean, okay. Other than that, like Piastri would be nice, but he's not going to win it. Hamilton would be nice to win his 8th. I really don't care. You're Samboy. You eat Samboys? Bro, I haven't seen Samboys in years. Chat, make sure you do jump in the Discord. Why are none of those buttons working? I'd have breakfast before the race? No me. Why isn't that working? Is it? Have I not linked it? I haven't linked it. Now is that button going to work? Oh my god, I need... Hang on, chat. Let me just... They're going to work now? Yeah, we go. Now it works, chat. You are running in the 90s. Is it a morning race or a night race for me? For me, it's night. It's like 11 p.m. When's the race in the UK? I don't know, brother. In an hour and 20 minutes. Hour 15 minutes. Whatever time it is, hour 15 minutes. Chat, I make a video every week with all the times. So other than that, I don't know the times off the top of my head. It's in an hour 15 minutes. Nicholas Solov F1? No. No, he's not getting F1. He's not going F1 next year. Who will replace Max if he leaves Red Bull? Maybe Oscar? Probably Oscar. Mother River says hi. Yeah. Why? Because there's no seat for him. There's no seat for him. Hamilton bad start. Ferrari starts quick because they got the small turbo. They're not going to have a bad start. Liam Lawson performing too well to be replaced? Exactly. But he's the best in F2. But that doesn't mean he's the best in F1. Like, if there's no seat for him, there's no seat for him. He needs a team to go to in F1. There's nowhere, no one, they're not going to get rid of a driver for an F2 driver. Say Carlos's full name? Carlos Sainz? I don't know if he has I don't know his full name. Do you mean Carlos Smooth Operator Sainz? Is that what you're asking? I don't know what you're asking for here. Alonso in the points today? Oh my lord, you're more delusional than a Ferrari fan. Liam went 4th fastest in Q1. I know, that was impressive. No thanks. Could he be Kimi's rival? Who could be Kimi's rival? Kimi will have a mechanical issue, remember me? No, I don't watch MotoGP. I watch it when it's in Australia, but that's about it. Solov could? No. Solov won't. For that to happen, Solov would have to go to a Ferrari. Solov will not be put in a team that is competing with Mercedes. Solov will also not get Racing Bulls next year. He will not be added to Racing Bulls next year. The Racing Bulls boss has already shut that down. And he won't be added to Red Bull. Red Bull don't put rookies in the Red Bull team. Not unless they have to, of course. Why did Lewis leave Mercedes again? Because he wanted to join Ferrari. Prediction, Verstappen crashes into Russell turn 1 and then they fight. Verstappen won't be near Russell by turn 1. Do I think it's valid? I think it's valid because race control stuffed up. I think it's a race control error. What's the website of the FIA? For the documents? Just Google FIA documents. Have I not seen him driving? He wins back. No, but BG, okay, so BG Pro, F2 is a spec series. So in F2, every single car is exactly the same, right? And it's up to the drivers to make setup changes. That's how they do F2. F1 is not. For Solov to go into F1 and become Kimi's rival, he would need to be in a team that rivals Mercedes. And at the moment, the only team rivaling Mercedes is Ferrari. But he's a Red Bull driver. Most likely, he will be going into Racing Bulls. At the moment, there is no seat for him in Racing Bulls, so he will not be in F1 next year. They're not going to remove Liam Lawson because Liam Lawson is performing well in the midfield, and Arvid Lindblad has just joined F1, so he's not going to get replaced. But you'd like the guy on YouTube that is locating the rarest location on Google Maps? What? UFC fight Verstappen versus Russell. Who wins? Verstappen. Lewis is faster. Russell P1, Charles P2, Max P3, Kimmy Dennett. Remember me, take a screenshot. Do you think Russell will win the championship this year? Probably. So who's getting replaced? For what? What team? Who? Hot take of the race? Is Alonso getting replaced for next year? No. He's staying at Aston Martin. He said that. Why is Red Bull so bad this year? They spent most of the development time that could have gone to the F126 car on the 25 car because they wanted to make sure they wanted to try and win Max the championship at the end. And they always did. Roll, Nina. That you should go, Nina. That's you and me both in the road. Don't you leave me now. Taking a day trip to the local where you deep and out.
2 years.
Little sister with the prime. With the prime of 48 months, you legend. You legend. Do you think the F4 driver will actually replace Stroll? No. Mercedes will have to do it, yeah. Will have to do a good job. Lewis Hamilton on top. Thank you for the follows, Mad Dog Christopher, and you know me. Do I think Solov will replace Lawson? No, it's shut down. The rumor is not. Please watch my videos, chat. The rumor is shut down. Solov is not replacing Lawson. Solov does not have a seat in Racing Bulls next year. I don't think there'll be any rookies. At the rate we're going, I don't think there'll be any rookies. Let's bloody talk about it. You need 10 minutes to get the Red Bull? How do you know that? Do you think Leclerc's pole was deserved and robbed by George? No, I mean, it was a race control's fault, so it wasn't anyone's fault. Yeah, it's Frank Walker. Jack, you didn't read your message. What was your message? If yours was the long-ass one, I'm not reading it. When does the race start in Australia? 11 p.m. Why is Audi so unlucky? I don't know, man. Do you think Charles meant resign, not resign?
Lizard.
Max Mercedes, no.
Lizard.
Why ignoring me? I'm not ignoring anyone, chat. I've got like 100 people typing in chats. Yeah, it starts in just about an hour. No, watch time is your time for watching the stream total. So all of my streams combined. Aston needs a miracle. I agree. Yeah, starting in 1 hour. What's the problem with the rear wing? We don't know. They just said it was an issue with the rear wing. Lando on top. He's definitely not on top at the moment. I think Max will finish in like 5th. With no DNFs in the top 5, I think he'll finish 5th. What happened to Haas? People got better. Who has a rear wing issue? Verstappen. Verstappen crashed into Antonelli, calls it revenge from last year. Racing Bulls will never rival Mercedes. Doesn't matter. You can put the best driver, you can put Schumacher in a racing bull. He will not, no one will rival Mercedes in a midfield team, especially not this season where the top 4 are miles ahead of the midfield. RB7. Kimmy's your favorite driver. Who's yours? I like Max. Ferrari got a chance to win. Ferrari won, like, this race? Maybe. I doubt it. With Russell starting on pole, I think he'll just fly off, most likely. Yeah, TikTok, come on over to the Twitch. It's linked in my bio. I stream here all the time. Simply, simply lovely. Who's going to win WCC and WDC? Mercedes will win constructors. Drivers, probably Russell, I think. Who is the 19-year-old? Arvid Lindblad or Kimmy? Kimmy is 19. Latifi the GOAT? I agree. Latifi. Merc can face another reliability issue. They can, but they've replaced all their batteries. Oh, Bolton left. Hang on a second, chat. My dog just wandered out. Is stream free on any platform? My streams are free on all platforms. Sargent could develop into a different driver. I mean, he's at the WEC now. Rival, thank you for the follow. Super fan, thank you for joining. Remember last season when Max fans sent threats to Kimmy? Yes. Lando might finally complete more laps than Kimmy has led. Oh, stream of the race? It depends. Where do you live? Exclamate. Oh, you're not on the Twitch. Where do you live? Any update on Lawson? What do I need to update on Lawson? Who's in WEC now? Sargent. He's in the hypercars. Free in the USA? Yes. Austria Grand Prix is free on Apple TV this week. Logan Sargent didn't have enough time in F1. He just didn't do well enough to warrant him getting more time. World Endurance right now? I don't know. Driver lineup for Aston Martin will probably be the same. Oh, no. Solov? No. He's not getting replaced. The Racing Bulls boss has confirmed he's not getting replaced.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Hamilton P1, Kimmy DNF or a pit stop issue? Yeah, maybe. It's not that he's significant. Albon wasn't significantly better than Sargent. I think Albon was a lot more consistent. Who am I supporting today? I just like watching the race, man. Audi position predictions? I don't know. Audi's all over the place. Who I think's going to win? Russell. Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc is my podium prediction. You're just a chill guy. Top 7? No. Abu Dhabi has not been cancelled. Think an F1 driver in another lifetime? No. Liam is not leaving. Liam has been confirmed. He is not being replaced by Solov. Liam is good. I like Liam. He's a good dude too. He's really cool to talk to. Got to talk to him before the Oz GP. He's super chill. It's always if, right? If my mum had balls, she'd have been my dad. Yes, the current weather report is a 15% chance of a thunderstorm. All right, chat, we're going to have to end the stream, you know? Chat, we're going to have to end the stream. It's almost 10 p.m. It's almost an hour before the race. I got to go and get myself a bag of chips. I got to get my pre-race snacks, chat. I got to get my pre-race snacks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm going to have to go. Coffee? I don't have coffee. What? If my grandmother had a wheel, she'd have been a bike. 5 more minutes. How do you know you're 5 minutes away from this badge? Are you actually 5 minutes away from this badge? It'll be a 2-stop. All right, chat, we're going to wrap up here. Chat, that is going to be all for today's stream. If you would like to talk about the F1 with the community and with me, join the Discord. We have a dedicated F1 chatting. So if you'd like to talk about, if you'd like to talk about the F1, join the Discord. It is linked in my... You got the badge? Let's go. It is linked in my TikTok bio in just a second. Otherwise, join this. Go to jackbuzzer... discord.gg/jackbuzzer, or if you have the Discord app, you can just use the code jackbuzzer because we are boosted now. So the invite code is jackbuzzer. But guys, click that link, join the Discord. I'm gonna make a thread, I think. We just got new moderators. We're doing mod apps and stuff. We did mod apps and stuff. If you want to be a moderator, you do need to join the Discord. You cannot be a moderator without being in the Discord. That is the rule. But guys, that's all from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, evening, or afternoon. I will see you guys tomorrow. No, I'll see you guys Tuesday. I will see you guys Tuesday. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you on the grid. Bye, everyone.